Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestle Theory. I gotta come with an intro soon.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lawsuit.
I know, right? No, but honestly, I'm in such a good mood here. I'm really pumped. Like you guys don't understand. Thank you so much, all the Wrestle Theory fans out there who's been supporting us on TikTok, Instagram. Like it's been really cool. Spotify, YouTube. We truly appreciate it. We're gonna have a really great lineup for you guys. I'm gonna kick it over to Devin Oos, and he'll
Go.
let you guys know what we got going on for this episode.
All right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the honorary Oos. Sorry, Sammy, but we got a couple things we're gonna break down for you guys today. First, starting us off, we're gonna talk about WWE's putting out a post stating that we're halfway into the year, so they wanted to say who's been carrying WWE in 2023. So we're gonna go into our top picks for the men's division and the women's division. So for who we think the best superstar of WWE is in 2023 and so forth. You wanna say yours first?
Yeah, so we're gonna do male and female, and I'm gonna start it off with I think the most obvious one is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley has been on fire. Like she's been on fire for a very, very long time. Like no disrespect, what I'm about to say, but like when she like joined Judgment Day, it's just another switch, a new mode. Like Rhea just kills it. Or her promos, no matter if she's getting involved in matches, the stuff with with Dom Dom, and just like her match. Like I mean, her match with Charlotte, man, was just way. It was way better than probably most expected because they went off like their first one. The
Yeah.
first one was good too, but like they tore the roof down. She was in really great feuds. She always holds her own, and like I just feel like she's such a big star. Like she doesn't even need like the women's world heavyweight champion, but it makes it that much better. Like I feel like the women's world heavyweight champion and the WWE world heavyweight champion are like basically about to become the new workhorse like titles, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rhea. How about you, brother?
So I also was going to pick Rhea. But I mean, I think you covered pretty much everything. I really agree too with how strong she's making the World Heavyweight Championship look. I think she's a great first pick to be the first women's world heavyweight champion. Especially like with her dominant streak of victories so far since winning the belt. Like the way she's been brutalizing Natalia lately on Raw.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's just a specimen compared to some of the other women on the roster. Like she's like freakishly strong, freakishly dangerous.
Sexy as hell.
That
like
that that as well. But yeah,
like
she's
she
definitely
literally does it all. Like I love her so much.
yeah, no, she makes the belt look so good, and I think like she's definitely setting a standard for what the world heavyweight champion should be. So that was also my pick. I think she's had an amazing year. I think she's going to have an amazing rest of the year, especially with Judgment Day turmoil. I don't think that's going to inflict into her status on the women's
Mm.
division at all. So I think she'll be good.
Facts. Like she's on such a great run. Like she's one of those champions that like you just don't want to see like their title reign end like anytime soon. Like you ever had those like where those champions where it's like, man, I could watch this person be a champion for like seem like forever, or let's say, many years. But
Austin Theory.
yeah. Hey, some will agree, get that damn title off. But we'll see, man. We'll talk theory later, possibly. All right, so for the males, I'm gonna go with, and this is gonna be controversial because I'm
I
going with.
swear if we hit the same 2 for 2, let's go. Mine's
I know
controversial. Who you got?
mine's controversial because in my gut it's saying, hey, pick Seth Rollins, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
actually gonna go with Cody Rhodes. Cody
Oh, okay.
Rhodes to me has been killing it ever since he came back because he set the stage. I mean, after that great rival with Seth Rollins and even tearing his pec, like he was a made man coming to the Hell in a Cell and putting on the type of match he put on, and then going away, come back, win the Rumble. And even though he's not in the title picture right now, he's still one of the top selling merch people. He has like a crazy following right now. And on top of that, like his stuff with Brock is entertaining. It's not the best, but it's entertaining. I mean,
I was
even
gonna
though
say
him
it's not his best work with Brock. It's not Brock's best work either because I've seen Brock like
yeah.
do some pretty good work with certain individuals.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the best, but it's all right. It's still getting by. People are still interested, still hooked. Even the stuff he's doing with Dominik. I mean, Cody, he's always gonna be a featured person. Hell, when I get to go see him this the 14th, I'm excited because they're throwing Cody in there, and I didn't know they're gonna do that. They're gonna have a dark match with him and Damien Priest.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so I'm
Yeah, no, that's gonna
excited
be awesome.
about that. Yeah, I'm going to wrestling for the first time in like so many years. So all Wrestle Theory peeps, I don't peep still or something about my own podcast. But my Wrestle Theory fans out there, me and Devin jokingly was like, I should have a sign, Wrestle Theory. I'm gonna try it, but I heard they take away people's signs, if you got certain things. We'll see.
Well, I mean, as long as it's appropriate, hopefully it should be fine. But also they don't want promoting, so we'll see. So my pick for superstar of the year, ironically, just had a match with Cody. So my pick is actually Dominik Mysterio, which is
controversial as hell.
Yeah, controversial as hell. Also ironic for two reasons, because one, we both just named Rhea for Woman of the Year. But I mean, so the thing is Cody has had this platform, right? He's been pushed into the main event scene, and not saying it's not deserved, but he's been I don't want to say forced, but he's been elevated.
Yeah, since day
he's been
one,
elevated
since he came back. Yeah,
he's been elevated to be a main eventer since his return, which I definitely think is the right thing to do. But Dominik, without having that elevation, has the most mega heat and of any superstar. And keep in mind, he has more heat than somebody like MJF right now, who's one of the best heels in the game right now. Easily.
Probably the best. And Dominik, he had so much heat from
they can't even let him talk.
Yeah, like the Royal Rumble. I mean, not Royal Rumble. I'm sorry, the Hall of Fame and WrestleMania. I mean, like I have my family. They're not really into wrestling like that too much. They watched it, Attitude, they loved it with me. But me and my brother always kind of just let it stick. But my mom just happened to be like, she coming over, and then my sister was there. She was just doing my hair or whatever, and she's like I'm watching it, and she's just like getting into it, and they're like they last time I saw Dominik
mask.
Yeah, or the mask, and then just the whole Hall of Fame segment thing where they like walked out, and everyone's like booing shit, and they haven't seen Dominik since like Eddie Guerrero custody ladder match. So they're like, wait a minute, he has a son, he's wrestling, he's that disrespectful, that little bastard, So like it just shows you how much of an impact, how great Dominik is doing. So I'm not mad at that pick at all. Like, I truly think
he's had a crazy year if you think about it, because I mean, being a part of the Judgment Day, he's been involved in like almost all the main event storylines. I mean, shoot, the Judgment Day basically carried a Backlash, if you think about it, because you had Zelina Vega representing Puerto Rico going against Rhea. So unfortunately lose, which I mean, we all knew it was going to happen, but it was good to elevate Zelina to the main event picture because she's really good. Then you had Damien with Bad Bunny in the main event, obviously. So Dominik, he's kind of messing around there. So I mean, he's been kind of riding the wave with Judgment Day, but he's also been doing his own thing. The amount of heat he gets to where he can't even talk in the mic and Rhea has to cut his promos is absolutely crazy. Like, you're like, mind you, you're talking to somebody who's been a Miz fan for like a decade, right? And like, Miz has never even gotten that much hate. Miz was so good at being bad that like he's getting applaud. Dom is so good at being bad that like everybody's like, we actually hate you. He's calling every wrestler a deadbeat father. His in-ring ability is pretty good for like how inexperienced he is compared to some of his other counterparts.
Yeah,
for even though he's the son of Rey Mysterio, he didn't grow up in the business like some other people have. Because some of the guys have been training since they were like 12, 13 and stuff like that, and not everybody has that outlet to become a superstar.
I was gonna say, what's crazy? Like, even when he first had that match against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, he wowed the hell out of like a lot of people. Like, wow. And after that, though, a lot of people were saying like, man, he should go back to NXT. He's not looking as polished. He's not looking as good. But lately, and I won't say like super lately, but like I think ever since really him turning heel, going with Judgment Day, he has improved in so many ways, not just on the mic, but also in wrestling. So
I agree, because I wanted him to separate from his father after a while, because I always feel like when people get like family involved in storylines, it kind of sometimes it starts to get tacky.
Yeah.
Like, like when you had the Miz like trying to be a face and be like, you touched my dad, or John Cena like, the Miz smacked my father, and it got kind of annoying. So then Dom's like, Dad, like, let's go beat these guys up. Dad, stop taking care of me. So it was like, all right, he needs to step away from that. So I agreed at the time. I thought he should go to NXT. I really thought when he went down and he had a match with Santos Escobar, or no, it wasn't Santos. It was either Wild or I don't remember, but anyway, it was one of the three members of Legado de Fantasma, and Dom did a great job. Like that match was awesome. They both worked really well, and then I was like, oh, Dom should break away and go down to NXT and just spend some time on his own and get into his own rivalries and storylines and build himself up to the main roster. Instead, they went the Judgment Day route, which at first I was like, kind of iffy, but then like now we're looking at it and like him and Rhea, it's like
It was the right thing to do.
it was the best move we didn't see coming. Like I don't think they knew the genius of it when they did it, but it worked out.
Big props on Triple H for that, because some people give him slack since he took over creatively, but that was something that I think we didn't see the Rhea joining Judgment Day for one. We didn't see Edge getting booted by Finn and everyone else.
I did not see that coming.
We did not see that happen. Then we didn't see Dominik and Rhea even being a thing. So like it's really cool to see like how
she low key like manipulated him away from Ray and Edge.
Yeah. And then the segments, bro, when he came over for like Thanksgiving or Christmas and they're beating up Ray.
That was gold. That was like really what like I think
me too
is like when he went to jail for like the 2 hours, and then he came back next week with the GTA fit on. Got the cholo look, the tears drop, the bandana. Like, I never knew when I'd have my next meal. I was in the pen wondering when I'd survive. And the Miz is like, so I heard you were only there for 2 hours.
He was like, Mommy, remember to get arrested in the car? He was like, Mommy, bail me out, Mommy. Don't let him take me to jail, Mommy.
Yeah. I think like it was like first the Judgment Day. I think they were low-key turning into a comedy act, but it was so good, like it was working. But then now they're going back into this intimidating thing, and I like that is also working. So it's like the Judgment Day, man, they got it all right now. They have it all.
They do. They struck gold for real.
And that's why I say Dominik Mysterio is my controversial pick for 2023.
Hey, I'm down for it, brother. But we'll see in the comment sections on TikTok. You can follow us at Wrestle Theory and let us know when you see this clip or even in Spotify.
Let me know how outrageous I am.
Yeah, I mean, because we love the interaction. Thank you for everyone who has been interacting. All right, so let's go to our next topic, which is there's reports coming on that are going around that Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming back to give someone the rub and really help elevate a superstar. So we're gonna pick our two. Now, me and Devin Oos, we discussed already, like off camera, that it's clear as day. LA Knight is the guy. Like,
yeah,
let's point it up for LA. Like, he is the guy. LA Knight, yeah. Oh man, if he could bring back the dummy, yeah, that'd be so
dummy,
cool.
Yeah.
Like go back to Eli Drake days, but like, it just makes the most sense because he is one of their top merch people. The fans love him, but they're not giving him anywhere near the Jey Uso Roman thing going on right now. They're not gonna give him this anywhere near Seth and Judgment Day stuff going on. They're not gonna even put him near Austin Theory for the US title. So it's like you're not gonna give him Money in the Bank. They're probably not even gonna want to give him the Royal Rumble. They might, but I seriously doubt they will.
I mean, so it can go anywhere. I mean, right now, Trips did say at the end of Money in the Bank, like obviously he acknowledged to the fans about his popularity. Said good things will come to those who wait. So yeah, I mean, this would be a good way to kind of start
there. Yep, I was just about to say, that'll be the way to get there. Yep, that's crazy. We think so much alike. But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's to me, since they're not gonna do any of that with him and as popular as he's getting. I mean, hell, I got an LA Knight shirt on the way. Like that's how popular like he's getting, and I just really think like this is the way of keeping him still very popular. And also he's going to learn a thing or two from Stone Cold just naturally. Like listen to Stone Cold, like being around him, seeing his videos, his podcast, man, he's taught more fans about wrestling than anyone, not even knowingly, just by him just being him.
Yeah, so. He actually, I learned from him how to take chair shots.
Yep. I did not know. I didn't know there was an actual technique to that too, besides getting your hands up. Like, so yeah, that's our obvious one. So I'm gonna let you have the floor, Devin Oos. And who would be the other person that could benefit from a Stone Cold rub?
All right, so the only person I think that makes sense is Kevin Owens, and the reason is because obviously they've interacted before at WrestleMania. He gave him the stunner basically, but Also, Stone Cold would not come back for a lot of superstars. Like people were like, "Oh, let's call it Stone Cold for WrestleMania. Oh, I want to have a match with Stone Cold. Oh, I want to do this at WrestleMania." And Stone Cold didn't care. He didn't go out. He didn't do it for them.
That
So
is so true.
Kevin Owens was like one of the first superstars to actually pull Stone Cold out of retirement for a match. And so that's where I think like he's coming back. It's like it's the only guy who's able to do it before. So if it's for a superstar, it's the only guy. He doesn't necessarily need the Stone Cold rub, but I think
Mhm.
it's just will be a good segment because I don't think it's going to be the huge thing people think it will be, but it might be with LA. Hey, we'll see. I mean, LA's a good blend between, The Rock and Stone Cold. He's got like Stone Cold attitude with The Rock charisma.
Yeah,
I don't give
yeah.
a damn Stone Cold. The Rock, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, air vibes. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. And my pick is gonna be a little out there because I mean, really, do anyone in 2023 really need the Stone Cold rub? Probably not, because different era. What Stone Cold went through is way different what these guys are going through. But as far as putting a guy over, star power, and maybe having really good segments, I would love to see Stone Cold and Gunther go at it, because Stone Cold does really
Oh,
well when he goes against groups, like when he was going against the NWO, like some entertainment segments when he's going against the Invasion, some of the most fucking craziest backstage brawling that could be him and Imperium going at it. Gunther would be the one to say, like I'm tired of, to get in the back seat to the like these old timers or something, my
yeah.
time is now. I am the dominant intercontinental champ, this, and that, and to
But
really
Gunther
help.
talking shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it could really help put Gunther on like superstar level. Because of course, Austin's not going to go over. Like we can't have that. Gunther will go over, and then it'll make him even that more dominant. So when Royal Rumble does come around, Gunther's the guy who just basically shelves Stone Cold for good. He's dominant already from his IC run, and then he's going to run through almost everyone in the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, and challenge either Rollins or even Finn. Or if they really want to make something like magical big, I think they can go Roman Gunther. I mean, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. Ironically, that you picking Gunther kind of made me have another idea in my head because originally I only could think of the two. But it's funny you say that. What if they did that exact thing but with Austin Theory?
That was the other person I was thinking.
No,
Bro.
well, I didn't think
That's
about it at all until
crazy.
you said that, but partially, part of it was the name, right? Because if you recall, when Austin Theory came back to the main roster, because he was there before from NXT to the main roster, they made him remove his name Austin and just became Theory because
Theory.
because
Yep.
they said they didn't want people to get confused with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Austin Theory, which I'm like, okay, it's not weird to have two guys with the name Austin. Also, Austin's Steve's last name, not his first name.
Exactly. Like,
But they were like, "Oh no, we got to change it," and then they did thankfully give it back. But I think it would be kind of cool if like that's how they organically give it back. They have him have a match with Stone Cold, and it's like, "Fuck you, I want my name," and it'll kind of be
yeah.
like that Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black storyline. Like,
Yeah.
what's my fucking name? I think that would be pretty cool.
I think it would be cool. Like you can get the rub that way, or even like reverse. Austin Theory's the guy that comes out and interrupts Stone Cold and says, "I'm tired. These two legends coming back. I already had a cripple Cena at Mania. Now I got to do the same to you from the Attitude Era. Something like that.
Yeah, that would
I
work.
think that'll
He
be
could be the next Legend Killer too with Randy Orton ending his
exactly.
career.
Oh man, like they can go really well with Theory if they get on the ball, because right now, I mean, there's fans that's starting to really like give up hope on Theory. Don't know why, but I really
Because
hope.
he needs a storyline. He doesn't have a storyline.
Yeah, and
Right
this would
now,
be
he's hanging
perfect.
out with Pretty Deadly. Like, that's it. He's only hanging out with Pretty Deadly. He needs a rival. Like, put him with Karrion Kross. Put him with LA even. Even if he
Yeah,
beats LA, cool. Fans will be mad about it because it's like, oh, another opportunity he didn't get. But put him in that match. Let him get that heat. Because if you beat everybody's favorite hero, everybody's going to be pissed off. And pissed off means they're thinking about you, which means they're talking about you. Even if they're saying, fuck you, your name is coming out of their mouth. And that's how you get people to talk about Austin. But
hey, that is 100% true, man. So we'll see. We'll see if with route they go. I mean, my gut's kind of telling me W will probably give him the KO thing. KO, I just don't think really needs it.
I
But
don't.
if
Yeah, he
they,
doesn't need it for sure.
like he's a made man already. So I'm like, if they want to give it someone where it will really mean something, they would give it to Gunther or Theory. And I would actually lean more towards Theory than Gunther because Gunther's dominant already. So well, but I'll still stick with Gunther. I'll go with that. All right, brother. So now this one's actually really fun to me when this idea was pitched by you, Oos. So what is a wrestling fact that sounds fake but is 100% true? So I got just a few because I was actually blown away by some of these. And I'll let you start off, and then I'll give one after you, and we'll go that
We'll
way.
shoot back and forth. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. We'll see what and for all our Wrestle Theory fans out here, we didn't discuss anything so I don't know what he got. You don't know what I got. We just knew hey, this is the topic. That's
also a minor off Reddit. So hey, if they're not real, fact check it. Just let us know in the comments. All right, but this is stuff I found online. It sounds pretty crazy. Sounds pretty true. So we'll see. All right. So my first one. All right. So facts that aren't true, that are don't sound real, that are 100% true. The most recent member of Evolution to have a match is Ric Flair.
That's so true. I know, right? When that retirement match with Jeff Jarrett and
it's like wow, you really think about it. The oldest one, because Trips retired like a couple of years ago, but Randy said he's never coming back, and Randy's been injured for so long. With Randy being the youngest member of Evolution, it makes sense that he'd have their most recent match, but he's been hurt for so long.
I didn't mean to laugh as bad. I love Rick, but that's just a funny thing to think about. The oldest member of the group has been the most active. That's so crazy.
Most active in 2023.
For real.
How old is Ric Flair?
Oh man, I don't get me lying, man. I know he's got to be in his 70s, maybe.
Yeah, up there.
He's up there.
All right, what do you got?
All right, so a wrestling fact that sounds fake but is 100% true. Jeff Hardy has never won a TLC match. That blew me away. I said, wait a minute. I said, yeah, he won it. Oh, wait, he didn't win it. Oh, wow. I'm thinking of all the great spots from Reign 17, WrestleMania 2000.
I was gonna say, back in 2000, when they did the back-to-back triple threat tag team TLC matches.
And it's crazy to think, wow,
back
Jeff
when the
Hardy
tag division was crazy.
Oh yeah, that tag division was hot, man. I miss wrestling like that. But he's never won a TLC match. That shit blows my mind. He's won ladder matches.
He always jumps off something.
For real, it's so crazy. All right, bro. What's your next one? My next one is just as crazy.
All right, I don't know. This one's pretty wild. Seth Rollins has had more successful Raw Women's Championship defenses than Sasha Banks.
Can you explain that?
Okay, so the reason is remember in 2019, 2020 when Seth and Becky defended the world championships against
Corbin and Lacey Evans,
right? And even though Seth got cashed in and lost the Universal Championship, Becky kept the Raw Women's Championship. And so technically, since he was a part of Becky's team, he considered defending the Women's Championship, which means he has had more success defending the Raw Women's Champion than Sasha Banks. I read that one, and even in the comments, they were like, yo, can you explain that? And that guy explained it, and I was like, damn, he really does.
Oh, my goodness. Please, in the comment section, y'all, let us know what you think about that one. Oh, man, I love Sasha, or Monet now, Mercedes. All right, here's one. This one's funny as fuck to me. John Laurinaitis has had more 5-star matches than Kurt Angle.
John Laurinaitis is a 5-star
has had more 5-star matches than Kurt Angle.
I didn't even know he had one 5-star match. Oh,
bro,
yeah. I know.
Way back in the day, Laurinaitis was actually a really good worker, actually a good wrestler.
Oh, I've actually never seen him wrestle before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was actually pretty good.
Oh, okay.
And, before he became the executive asshole and everything else that we all know him for. But it was just funny to me that I was just in disbelief because I could think Kurt Angle matches 5 easily. That's 5-star in my opinion. But as far as Meltzer and Wrestle Observer, yeah, they haven't gave Kurt Angle 5-star matches more than Laurinaitis. And I said, that is fucking insane. Wow. People power. All right, bro. What's your next one? 'Cause I
All
got one
right.
more for you.
All right.
All right.
Goldust has wrestled in 5 different decades.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I read that one to my sister because she remembers Goldust, that guy. Like, and I remember watching, like, I used to watch tapes all the time when I was like 3 years old. My uncle used to record all the WCWs because he watched WF live, and so I watched like some old WCW, and I saw Dustin Rhodes, like, which is Golda, and he was like the natural, and it was WCW, and I'm like, holy shit! So I'm like, okay, he was WCW, WWF, WWE, TNA, AEW. I'm like, holy shit, that's just 5 companies. Like, well, wow, like this guy has been around and active. Like, he can still go to this day. Like, that's amazing.
He's still working. Yeah, he's still working for sure.
All right. This one blew me away. I almost, after I say it, I might just drop the mic and walk off.
All right, I'm ready for it.
Jinder Mahal has
Yep, I already know the one.
WWE Championship longer than Andre the Giant, Rey Mysterio, Kane, Mick Foley, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, and Batista combined.
You know what's crazy? I almost read that one. I almost read that one for my last one. I'm glad I didn't now.
Bro, I seen that and said, "What the fuck?" I'm this is no hate to Jinder at all, but we know Jinder's not up there with those guys, and to know that he's held the W title longer than any of those guys combined is insane. That's insane.
Yeah, but that's only because of like the marketing strategy of putting Jinder as champ at that time. That was when WWE was trying to get
the Indian market out there.
Yeah, business in bed with India at the time. So it made sense to put the belt on somebody like him. And to his credit, he did make that belt look viable. I will say, I was pissed when he was in that rivalry with Randy and Randy kept losing to him. Because I'm like, Randy could beat Jinder any day of the week. What are they talking about? You put Jinder in the ring with Randy right now, he's RKOing him in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, done, you know? And so, but, you know, he upped his game. He upped his entrance. He upped his mic abilities. Yeah, he had the Singh brothers or whatever, but like he actually did everything in his own ability.
He put in the work
to look. He put in the work to look like a champion, and for that, I give him respect and props.
Me
but
too.
It was like that was the only reason I think he was even put in that. I actually know the night when his career started trajecting upwards,
when he elbowed Finn and knocked him out. Remember that?
When he beat up Rusev.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Wait, yeah, I think he beat up Rusev before then, right?
I'm talking about before his WWE Championship reign, before he started getting that push. The first night his push started was at a pay-per-view. I don't remember which one. I know the year was 2016 because I was in Kuwait at the time, and my buddy that I was telling you about last episode, he actually was watching with me. He was in Kuwait with me, and so he's watching this pay-per-view with me. It's like 3 a.m. because time zone difference. And he's like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Right. So Rusev is wrestling somebody. I don't remember who. And he's like, who's that guy? I'm like, oh, that's Jinder. Don't worry about him. He sucks. He's just his backup. Like, he's trash. Right. And then they get into an argument in the match. And then Jinder beats the hell out of Rusev and like knocks him over the barrier. And he's like, I thought you said that guy was trash. I'm like, hey, look, man, I swear, this ain't normally him. I don't know who this is, but this ain't Jinder.
Where's the 3MB Jinder?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know who this guy was, but he just beat the hell out of Rusev with no help. And then after that was when they started pushing him on SmackDown. And then like a month or two later, he's WWE champion. I'm like, what is going on?
Like, so I think the thing with Finn happened a little before him because he was on Raw. It's when he came back after all that time away. His body was just transformed. Everybody was like,
yeah,
wow, look at Jinder's body. He's huge. And he caught Finn with an elbow, bro. Like, boom, like off like a rope rebound. And it actually knocked Finn out, like unconscious for a little bit before Finn was able to get the win. But you could clearly tell after Finn won, like the camera like put the focus on Finn. You can tell he was like dazed as fuck. But like that's what started getting people talking. Like, wow, Jinder looks impressive. He looks like he could be, something if they push him right. And then before
he did the right things at the right time. Then they gave him the right push, and it all turned into what it did.
Yeah. So it's amazing to see, how Jinder did transform. Like, I mean, his title entrance was fire as fuck. I don't care what no one say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Use that on in
2K
2K all the time. Like, I use that all the time. It was that like I've been using since 2K19. Like ever since they introduced him as a champion. Like, Bro, I've been using his
Yeah,
entrance,
and the
and
way
it's
he
so
walks
cool.
in, and then the floor like doesn't turn on until he puts the champion up, and it comes out like small
Facts.
molten lava, and then turns into the ginger ball. It was great. It was
Like he
definitely
had the
great.
face wrap on his eyes was showing. He looked like, just so like he's intimidated because he's got the muscles popping out. Then he pulls that shit down. He got that mean mug and shit, bro. Like
At that point in
he was
time,
he
Jinder
was a
looked like a
gold, like low
champion.
key. Yeah, like if people wouldn't have shitted on him so bad, because like unfortunately, like everyone, like us smart fans, all the marks basically, we knew why he was getting that WWE push, like WWE
Yep.
title push, instead of it being like something organic and natural. If it was something organic and natural, and people would look just like, wow, Jinder transformed his body, his mind, he's a legit badass now, and let it come like naturally, then and build it up properly. Like we could have been behind him, and he would have been actually a good champion. But because they're like, nah, we're going to India pretty soon. Jinder, you're no longer a jobber now. We're gonna make you a main eventer really fast.
Such a crazy push too. Like normally you build somebody up like to that,
facts.
like it's either one or two ways. Like you either push somebody straight to the top, right? Which is always like a 50-50 payoff. Because it's like you could either have it like Braun Breaker. They put this guy in NXT and then he just shoots up to the top and then he works for it so it looks good and organic. Or like they push him to the top and then nobody cares, like Curtis Axel. Like they were like, yeah, we're gonna try to make this a Heyman guy, and then like now look at it like who? Like Curtis who?
Oh man, that's sad, man. Michael McGillicuddy had so much potential.
Michael
I
McGill.
mean,
Yeah,
Curtis Axel.
The NXT drama.
Yeah. All right, bro, that was awesome. So, the next thing we're gonna discuss is the AEW Fight Forever video game. So, for you guys been listening for last couple episodes, I've been talking about we all been talking about like how we can't wait for the show to come out. I mean, the game to come out,
Mm-hmm.
and play. It looks great from the trailer, the blood, the
Just from back when
explosion.
they announced it back in like what 2019,
2019,
2020.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
When
hooked.
you got Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes and all them in their little sweaters, like
Yeah, looking
I
like
want to be in
Steve
charge of
Jobs.
yeah, I want to be in charge of AEW games. I want to be in charge of AEW games.
Facts, and it was so cool to see, and I was so hyped for it. I finally got to play it, and I'm disappointed. Like, I'm not too disappointed. Like, I'm not disappointed enough to where I'm not gonna like pick up the controller and try to play it. But for as long as we've been waiting since 2019 for this game, with all the delays and the ratings and the pushbacks and the marketing for it. We get
and y'all dropped the same trailer of Darby Allin like 6 times, like a year apart.
Facts.
Like every 2 months, you were like, "Here's a video of Darby Allin moving his finger an extra inch," like, and we're like, "Wow, this game's about to be crazy."
Bro, it was just disappointing because like,
and then where's my acclaimed at? Where's my platinum Max Caster? Where's my
like,
Anthony Bowens, bro?
There's no acclaim, even though like they're supposed to be coming. And I know all the I'm gonna get hate in the crowd. I mean the comment section. We heard that it's coming in DLC, but this is shit that should have already been in the game. There's no reason that
their music is half the game.
Facts. The music is half the game. They've been in the company longer than some of the other people that's even featured in. Yeah, they're not in there. Like, why the hell is that? Like, what is wrong with the AEW? Then, like, the Stampede mask, I was expecting that to be in already, but they're about to release it pretty soon. It looks fire, but we'll see. I hate the less than half entrance. That pisses me off because it's so entrance, cool. Yeah, because it's so cool, and you're trying to like fuck around with the cameras and the fireworks, and you see them raise their title or do a pose real quick, and then it's gone. It's like, what the hell? Like the entrance is half the damn show. Like I understand it's their first game, so I'm not gonna try to like bash them too badly, but damn, like I was expecting a little more than this. 2022, 2023. There's no reason there should be half or quarter half entrance. And also there shouldn't be like, you should have voiceovers. Like, don't get me wrong. Like it's a throwback. I get it. People read, sometimes captions all the time, but damn it. Like you have it in for their, story mode basically. Sometimes there's the voice, from the damn, I'm losing my train of thought. Voice actor. Sometimes there's voice actor. Thank you. There's a voice actor of the wrestler. Then it's a bunch of text. Then it's a bunch of text. Then there's voice acting. Subtitles. Subtitles. And then like another thing like I don't like is the fact that there's like no commentating like at all really until like you win. Where I miss like back in like SmackDown versus Raw, where I love the throwback to having the music playing. I love the camera angle.
I do like the music playing in the
Love that.
background, especially because you can
Too.
edit obviously how loud you want the music in the background.
Facts.
But
I
I,
miss
I
that.
I do like the music playing while you wrestle. I think that's cool. It definitely adds a bit to it. I get that
Loved
they
it.
were trying to make the game different from WWE 2K. 100% understandable because they want to do their own thing. They decided to go arcade style with the game, cool, but the game just felt like it was lacking in so many
So
departments. The
many.
creation suite is
Look,
lackluster.
I wasn't even. I'll let you handle that, bro.
Yeah, the creation suite was lackluster. Literally, you couldn't even edit the clothes. You can change the t-shirts. You could put a wrestling singlet. You could put some trunks on. You can't put any designs. You can't put any letters, any words, anything. So you look like a generic person with maybe a piercing and then just blank, plain ass clothing. Moveset, I mean, it's not really much to the moveset for the individual characters anyway. They put little changes, obviously, to give the characters a bit different of a aesthetic. I wouldn't really say different feel because they all feel they play very similar. Very easy to win if you just spam. Honestly,
Yeah, I was gonna say the AI. I hate how the AI is so like, oh man, it's horrible. They always like it's just not. It's just not a smart AI. Like, they try to go for the pin as soon as they know you're hurt constantly. Which I mean, logically, yes, in wrestling, that's how you would love to do it. But sometimes, like you're losing a match to a damn armbar real fast. Like and just the way you have to kick out. Like I hate that.
I wish they added. All right, so I'm not mad that they wanted us to tap to kick out of like submissions and pins, but like at least give us a progress bar so we can know like are we tapping too little, tapping too close. Like, I want to know how I'm doing if I need to put more effort because I realize I'm not going to make the 3 count. Like, because I don't want to lose because I was like BSing because I'm like you hit me one pin and I'm tapping like lightly because I'm like I shouldn't have to tap that much and then I lose. Show me my progress. I know what I got to do.
Big facts. And then you got the exploding barbed wire match. I love the concept, but I hate the execution. Like you should be able to get out the ring because for every exploding barbed wire match that I've seen, even the ones they had in AEW, they were able to get out the ring and do stuff. You could throw them out, with the finisher and they explode and stuff, and then they come right back in. But you should be able to do more stuff. Go get some thumbtacks. You should be able to go get barbed wire bat. It should be more.
I didn't have too strong of an opinion on that match because I only actually played one of them against Moxley, and I literally just like kept punching him into the ropes, and then he'd keep blowing up off the ropes, and I just kept punching him, and then eventually I got my finisher, so I kicked him into the ropes one more time. He blew up, and then I pinned him, and I was like, all right, cool.
And it's like,
it was like 30 seconds.
It's like damn. Like I like the blood. I love like how they show like you're bleeding your chest or your arms and stuff, and I like the motion when you get exploded, but I wish they would have had like at least like 3 or 4 different reactions to the explosion. Like it's just, and then you got your like sometimes with weapons like tables, sometimes you bump into them when you're trying to set them up, they fall. Then you got, man, it's just so much shit. The roster is so like it should be deep as fuck, but it's so thin starting off. And I know DLCs are coming. I know that fans, but
yeah, but it's like if I pay for the full game, let me get the full game, not
facts.
3 DLCs of characters. Because that was the other thing 2K does too. Like I can understand when like some of the DLC characters for like 2K's games are like up and coming NXT people are legends because they're not really a part of the game. Cool, but for this one, it's like, oh, hey, we're going to make the Acclaim DLC. They should have been in the game. There's no reason why they should have been excluded from the game. The Gun Club, yeah.
They should have been in there. Like, man, there's so many other people they should have thrown in there already that they didn't. And
the women's division, it's like six women.
Yeah.
I will say I am okay with the fact that they allow mixed competition in this game. I think
me too.
Cool.
I love that.
It brings the arcade back. So, like, if I'm playing somebody who wants to play as Anna Jay, but I want to play Rusev or Miro, excuse me. Sorry, Miro. If I want to play Miro, what I'm saying? That's who I used. I like Miro. But, it's cool because we can fight like that. Yeah, you could play Cody. You could play whoever, and it's fine. You can take on Thunder Rosa as MJF,
Yeah. Women have a lot of great power in this because they could win, like, literally every belt. Like, that is so cool to me. The fact that women can win the AEW World Champion.
The men can also win the women's titles. That was
really
funny.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I didn't know that. I thought only the women could win the women's
So you know how
title.
they were talking about how You know how they were talking about you can hold like 5 like different championships in this game? So
Yeah.
like I've seen pictures of people doing it, but it was like, what 5 belts can they win? Because you have the FTR, the TNA, and the AEW. How do you get 5 belts? And so what you do is you go and you beat both the women's titles, and then you have the TBS Women's Championship and the AEW Women's
Oh
Championship.
yeah, actually, I didn't know that. I thought they said only women could get all the belts, but men could only go after the men belt. That's
I've
pretty
seen
cool.
pictures of it. It might be I might have to try it to verify, but I'll let you
No, I
know.
mean that's cool either way. I mean, and I do love that you could do intergender matches and stuff instead of like in 2K where the guy hits
The
the
game
girl and
has
then it's
the game has a
it's
more
cool.
arcade feel, which I like that aspect of it, but it just doesn't feel like it's much of a challenge. Like it just feels very spammy, and it's like not really like a lot of skill required to play this game.
Mhm.
Let's
And I
see.
get they were kind of shooting for that where you could pick up a controller and just play the game. And I get that, but like they're just lacking so much in so much areas. Like I said, we talked entrance, we talked, even the depth in the roster, move set, the creation is super lacking. Like I've seen some people try their best to make like, Roman Reigns or someone try to make like an Austin Theory and
I
like
actually tried to make Finn Balor because
Finn. Yeah, that's another
I
one.
noticed one of the entrances was
Yeah,
one
I
of the
was just
generic
gonna say that.
entrances was his. I think it's like 50. But one of the entrances was his. So I was like, oh, cool. So I could try to make Finn Balor, but I made him and he actually looked exactly like my already created character, just with a different color haircut. And I was like, okay.
Facts, so it's just it's like I feel like I would not have paid what I paid, for it was like 89 whatever, but like this game should have been like $25, maybe $30. Like it's ridiculous, like
And don't get me wrong, it has
I'm just
positive reviews
speechless.
on Steam right now, so people are enjoying it. Some people are. For me, I
Mhm.
don't see myself playing it much more. I played a good hour. I gave it a fair shake. I beat the whole AEW road to AEW mode. So I gave it a fair shake, but I just don't see it as something where I'm gonna get back on WWE. I can play for like a week. I can then like give it a break, go play some other games, and then be like, oh, after pay per view, I'm in a wrestling mood. I'll boot up
Yeah.
2K23, go play some Universe, maybe some GMO, go beat somebody's ass, maybe create a new character just because I'm in the mood.
Same, create a title, do some storylines, that's me too. Like I'm the same way. But the AEW game, yeah, I'm gonna finish off the storyline because I'm not halfway done yet. But
It's replayable, I've noticed. So you can get different outcomes based on doing different things. So definitely something you
Mhm.
should, if you wanted to do, you could play it again after you beat it and do it. Because I beat it once and it showed that I had one specific outcome out of like 4 or 6.
Oh, okay. I'll
So
probably do like a male and a female. So I'll probably do like Jade Cargill probably next and see if there's different endings there and other stuff. But I mean, it's a fun game, especially like if I had like because remember back in the day when you used to have like your brother you play with or your cousins or your friends they come over your house
yeah, if I have
like
a guest come over, it's cool. 2 players
yeah,
just
but playing
at
online,
each other.
it's not that.
Not
Like it's
competitive now.
yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna give it a meh, like a meh. Give the bar symbol, of like it's not a thumbs up, it's not thumbs down, it's just very mid. That's so fucked. They're gonna kill me in the comments. But hey, man, like we covered so much today at Wrestle Theory. Devin News, is there anything else you want to cover?
No, I think we got everything this week. Stay tuned for next week. Keep a lookout. We're now streaming on Spotify, on Amazon, on
Uh,
Audible,
yep, Audible,
YouTube,
iHeartRadio,
TikTok.
everything, everywhere.
We
Find us.
all we gone global, baby.
Yeah, you find us all over, like I say, TikTok, Instagram. We'll be getting up our Facebook pretty soon. We're working on some stuff behind here, but yeah, continue to catch us on YouTube, the YouTube Shorts. We're doing well there too. And please comment, let us know, share, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. You never know what we're going to talk about because we love wrestling, and that's our theory.
Mm-hmm. And remember, y'all gonna watch Wrestle Theory because they the twos and we the one.
We gotta add that at the end.
For sure.
All right, Hooters.
Boom.